Why did the little construction vehicle cross the palm?
Because it wanted to see if it could handle the heavy lifting on its own.
Why do robots make the best comedians? Because they always have a great set of circuits and they never forget a single punchline.
Why did the little construction vehicle go to school? Because it wanted to be a little more grounded and learn how to dig deep into its studies.
Why did the worm cross the palm?
Because it wanted to see if the grass was greener on the other side of the fingers.
Why did the robot go on a diet? Because it had too many bites.
Why did the dump truck get sent to his room?
Because he was acting a little bit dumpy and needed to learn some manners.
Why did the little dump truck go to school? Because it wanted to be a little bit smarter when it started hauling around all those heavy loads.
Why did the snake cross the road to get to the other side? Because it was tired of being a little hysterical in the grass.
Why did the little police car get a promotion at work? Because it was always outstanding in its field and knew how to stop traffic on the palm of a hand. Why did the little construction vehicle cross the palm? Because it wanted to see if the hand had any good lines to follow today.
Why did the miniature bulldozer get promoted at work?
Because it was always really good at pushing things forward in the right direction.
What do you call a pile of kittens? A meowtain. And what do you call a bulldozer driving on your hand? A little bit of heavy lifting.
Why did the little excavator go to school? Because it wanted to be a little more grounded in its construction studies. Why did the little construction vehicle cross the palm? To get to the other side of the hand, of course, because it had a very big job to do. Why did the little construction worker break up with the spider? Because he realized they were just crawling in completely different directions after the job.
Why did the little snake enroll in school?
Because he wanted to history class to learn all about his ancestors and make some new friends.
Why did the little construction worker take a nap in the garden?
Because he wanted to get some rest before he started digging again.
Did you hear about the construction worker who fell into a cement mixer? Yeah. He ended up making a concrete decision to stay there for a while. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Why did the robot go on a vacation? Because he needed to recharge his batteries and find some inspiration for his next big hardware upgrade. Why did the little excavator get a promotion at work? Because it was always digging deep into the issues and had a very solid track record.
Why did the robot go on a diet?
Because he had too many bites.
Why did the worm go to school?
Because he wanted to be a bookworm and learn all about the underground world beneath our feet. Why did the robot go on a diet? Because it had too many bites. Why did the robot spider cross the road? To get to the other side of the digital circuit. Why did the robot spider cross the road? Because it wanted to get to the other side of the palm. Why did the robot go to the doctor? Because it had a virus and needed a serious system update to get back on its feet. I once heard that a robot snake went to the doctor for a checkup. When the doctor asked what was wrong, the snake replied that he was just feeling a little coiled up inside. Why did the robot go on a diet? Because it had too many bites and needed to shed some heavy metal weight to feel lighter on its feet. Did you hear about the fire snake that went to culinary school? I bet it was an expert at making everything extra crispy and well done. Did you see that little guy turn into a crab? It is truly fascinating to watch how the mechanical parts shift and reconfigure into something so agile. Why did the crab never share his toys?
Because he was a little shellfish.
Why was the robot cat such a good construction worker? Because it had the perfect purpose for every heavy lifting project it encountered during the day.
Why did the robot go to school?
Because he wanted to improve his hardware and learn how to bite his way to success in the modern digital world. Science is truly amazing, watching these intricate parts shift and reconfigure into something entirely new right before our eyes, just like watching a machine come to life. Science and nature converge in this remarkable display of engineering, where the rigid utility of construction equipment evolves seamlessly. Why don't robots ever go to the beach? Because they are afraid that if they get sand in their gears, they will start to rust.